What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Real quick, guys, thank you for the support. It's been going crazy lately. We just got 13,000 subs and now we're more than halfway to having 14,000. So thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for all the support. My goal is to hit 20,000 as soon as possible. So if you're new here, just make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Also make sure to check out my second channel. We're on the way to 2,000 subscribers over there. And check out the channel memberships if you're interested in that and you want to join it. All the info about that's just on the channel, so you can check that out. Thank you guys for watching, and let's hop on into this video. So today I'm going to be talking about the Juice WRLD documentary that is releasing supposedly in late 2021. Keep in mind that this is not confirmed yet. Lil Bibby said a couple times that he was planning on releasing the doc later this year, but he also said the doc could have released late 2020 to early 2021, and that didn't end up happening. So I would say that there's still a chance it doesn't come out this year, maybe early 2022, but I still think there's a high chance that it will come out this year. I stated in a previous video that one of my theories for the documentary was going to be that instead of how they dropped two songs on the day Juice died and his birthday last year in 2020, I think maybe on like the day Juice died and then on his birthday they're going to drop like a documentary trailer or just a part of the documentary, and then we're going to get the actual documentary itself, or they're going to do something like that. I feel like that's going to kind of coincide because obviously Juice died at the end of 2019, and if we get the doc at the end of 2021, that would basically be the perfect time to do it. It would just be a great time to drop something like that, and that would be cool for the label to change it up and not just drop a single or a new song every year on Juice's birthday. They might switch it up and do something like this with the doc. Keep in mind, that's completely just a theory that I made myself. I don't know if they would ever do anything like that. It would be cool, and I could see it happening, but we would just have to wait and see. Something else I do want to talk about is a theory that is going around as well. I've talked about this, Kid Light, and I have multiple videos on this from the past. There's the theory that Outsiders, or whatever the next album is going to be the soundtrack to the upcoming documentary. This doesn't really have a lot of proof behind it other than just a theory that we could see clips of maybe Juice making those songs or the album actually centering around the plot of the documentary. Stuff like that could end up in the doc. It's not confirmed whatsoever. It's just another theory because we don't really have a lot of stable information on the doc. If I had to guess, I would say that this doc is going to kind of portray how the drugs negatively affected Juice, because if you don't know, Bibby said, and I've talked about this before on the channel, so if you've been watching, you probably do know this, but Bibby said the reason Legends Never Die was the way it was because he wanted to actually drop a project that kind of proved or showed that Juice wasn't like glorifying drug use, which I have a big issue with that statement, because if you listen to almost any Juice WRLD song, no matter what type it is, he's never really glorifying it, and even if he is, he still says something how it's like negatively affecting him. He's one of the only people that actually would do something like that, because Juice was actually going through those problems while he was using the drugs or the substances. So I feel like a way that Bibby might try and portray the doc, which I'm a fan of, is them kind of showing the negative effect that the drugs had on Juice's life. I don't really see another way that they could do the doc. I mean, I guess the plot could center around how Juice kind of started and came up, but a lot of the documentary footage comes from when Juice was already big, and like Chris on Films or Steve was recording Juice, and they just have a lot of back footage. I feel like what they're going to do with that is drop something that could possibly show Juice kind of progressing over time and how we got to where we did get, because we don't have an official plot yet, and I think that might have a really good structure to it, and they could probably do that very well, because I think they did good with Legends Never Die tracklist. Obviously, I'm not a fan of it, but it is a good tracklist that doesn't glorify drug use, really. I mean, there's a couple songs on there like Blood on My Jeans, which, again, I don't necessarily say it glorifies drug use, but it doesn't really fit the vibe of Legends Never Die. It only dropped because the snippet was so big and everyone wanted it to. But yeah, other than that, that's just a possible plot, or I guess synopsis, that I think the documentary could focus on. It could also focus on like people that were in Juice's life and their point of view looking into it, because I know that they were interviewing Ali for this documentary, and I'm sure like Juice's mom, family members, friends like DJ Scheme, Ski Mask, Trippy, Leroy. I feel like tons of people are going to be in this doc. At least that's how I would do it, and I hope they don't do this doc poorly. I hope that they actually show us some cool footage from like the making of stuff like That There's to Love. I don't know if they were recording stuff for Goodbye Good Riddance, but if they were, that would be cool. And it'd be cool just to see like Juice recording some older songs that we don't know about and some stuff that we do know about, like from Death There to Love, or possibly him even making like Outsiders, because I know that they have footage of that stuff because that was right near the end of Juice's life when he was working on Outsiders, and they've been recording him and getting all this backstock footage since like 2018. I just don't know if it goes back as far as like Goodbye and Good Riddance, or if it's just like mid to late 2018. But regardless, there is a lot of possibilities that they could do with this, and if done, it could turn out really well, but I could also see this not being the best or not being what we all expect it to be. We also still don't know if there's any confirmation that they've been working on this documentary. Like I said, and I've said this in multiple videos before, Chris on Film said that he might not be a part of it, and even if he's not, there's still other people that recorded Juice and other people around Juice that did record stuff, so they don't need Chris on Films to make the documentary. And honestly, I'm fine if Chris on Films isn't a part of it, because he's been uploading a lot of his behind the scene footage on YouTube, and I would rather be able to see kind of the full uncut than what they would have chopped it up and used like only a few seconds worth in the documentary. We're actually getting to see the full length stuff and behind the scenes of Juice's life and making stuff like Bad Boy. We get to actually see that, and there's other photographers that were always around Juice that are going to be there to be able to help make this doc and structure the doc to be something that I hope we all like. But yeah, there's no confirmation that it's even began to start working on. Chris on Film said there was no progress that he knew of that was being made on it, which really sucks because I want to see this documentary come out sometime this year, as soon as possible. And keep in mind that stuff could have changed, and they might not take a long time to work on this doc. I know, for like example, the X documentary, they've been working on for years now, so it would be really weird to have Juice pass away after X and then his documentary gets released this year. But it's just not really on the top priority for X's label, I don't think. I think that their top priority was to release the two projects that X was working on or wanted to release when he was still alive, which was Skins and Bad Vibes Forever. And then they slowly were going to start working on the doc. If you don't know, I made a video on my second channel where I kind of talked about songs that X might have releasing in 2021. So I feel like that now that the labels got the music stuff out of the way, for X, for example, now they're going to start rolling out stuff like the documentary, where Juice's is kind of a little bit different situation because they're not really going to run out of music, so they needed to kind of have their priorities listed out, and they're probably just going to do an album a year, this documentary. Maybe we'll get some other cool stuff throughout it, and I'm sure we will, but we'll just have to wait and see. But that's going to be all for this video, guys. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for 13,000 subscribers. Yeah, if you guys want to check out my Instagram, that's Complex Productions 999. My Twitter is Complex Discuss, and I have a link to my SoundCloud in the description down below. I also, guys, do a Song of the Day promotion if you're interested in checking that out. You just have to send me your song on any of my social medias. You can email it to me, and yeah, as long as I like the song and you own the beat, we can discuss details about it being in the next promotion for my next video. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.